We are in the new Super Sound Showcase segment sponsored by Culture Fix here on WMBG. I'm your host, Robert Hodge, and today my guest is the incomparable James Wright. James is a brilliant songwriter. He plays the guitar magically, and he sings very well. And he is the front man for a band called The People Collection. And that, unfortunately, is not represented entirely here today because we have just a sparkling front man. Your other cohorts are not with you. But James, welcome to WMBG.
What's up, Robert?
I am excited to have you here because, I've been a fan for a long time. I first saw this young man performing at an open mic at Kazi's down in Newport News, and it was the first time I'd ever been in that club. And some musicians that I was with, they took me down there, and we all got up and performed, as did James. And I walked away really having paid attention to what he was doing, and you remember that night, don't you?
I do, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I got to see you play too.
Yeah, that was fun. I was cutting up and being crazy that night. Do you remember the songs that you played that night?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I do. I did. Yeah. So I played Innocence. I know for sure.
Uh-huh.
That was one that you particularly said to me that you liked that song and you thought it had a lot of potential.
I did. Because so often anymore, it's hard to find somebody in their 20s that's really focused on a lyric that's even slightly poetical. It's all just too in your face and realistic about, the things that go on that I understand it's a music that the world is embracing to a great degree right now, but there's something to be said about just stepping outside of it and really putting some artistic soul in it, and I felt like your music really had that night.
I appreciate that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So, tell us how music chose you. How did you end up as a musician?
Yeah. So that's probably a long story. I grew up with a lot of music. Grew up on a lot of pop music. Journey, Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, Guns N' Roses, you name it. Pop radio and. Melodies just kind of always stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go around the house as a child, singing melodies
Mm-hmm.
or making up melodies of my own. So when I got into high school, I started to, listen to a lot of bands that I respected at that time. We're talking about early 2000s.
Sure.
And I know you had a band on here not too long ago, earlier this year, Lifehouse.
Yeah.
And Lifehouse, Jason Wade from that band is one of the reasons why I started writing music. Because his lyrics and his songwriting just kind of really grabbed me when their first record, No Name Face, came out.
Yeah.
And that was something that just kind of really propelled me into writing lyric.
Yeah.
I didn't actually pick up a guitar until I was 18.
Okay.
So I get to college, I get a guitar, I can't put it down.
Uh-huh.
so that
what happened to college?
Yeah, I got through, Robert. I got through.
Good.
So yep. 4 years done, but definitely played a lot of guitar and made some strides there. Was in a college band.
Mm-hmm.
We were amateur at best.
Okay.
But my priorities were kind of getting out of school, starting a family,
Okay.
marrying the woman that who is now my wife and has been my wife for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, 10 years, 11 years this year.
Okay.
So we it's funny because I built a business from scratch. And while grueling 80 hours a week building this business, I'd sit on the couch at night as therapy, just kind of writing songs. Because now I could marry that lyric with the guitar playing.
Sure.
And, it's funny.
And what is the business? Are you still doing it?
I'm a financial planner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that I knew that.
Yeah. So, it's great. Gives me flexibility to do my music.
Yeah. So you're one of those unusual, successful singer-songwriters who's wealthy now.
Yeah. I'll just shake my head. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting position to be in because I'm surrounded with bandmates and I'm surrounded with a community of musicians where they do this stuff full time.
Sure.
Kind of makes me a black sheep, so to speak.
You think?
I think so. But it's cool because I really respect what they do.
Yeah.
Full-time
I find that
musicians.
hard to process though because your band is very well respected and talked about.
Oh, and I'm grateful for that. It's been awesome just like the amount of following we've accrued in a year, really playing, a year and a half playing out.
And the People Collection is working on a an album.
Yeah, our
I was
first
trying to-
debut full length.
I
Yeah.
was trying to formulate some kind of play on the word collection, like a greatest hits collection or something. I don't know, but yeah. So they're working on that by the end of the year. They're hoping to have a release, which will be marvelous. Because if you've never heard them live, you're going to want to hear them. And like I said, we are just going to feature James solo today, which is not a bad thing at all. But Corey Pawlowski and Josh Hensley and even Tom Euler actually 3 months ago joined that three-person band, became four, and I've not heard with Tom involved, so I bet that changed the sound all kinds of ways, didn't it?
It's amazing. You know, my inclinations and my instincts are for the acoustic guitar.
Right.
Recently, though, I have ventured over into the electric world, just to add some dynamic to the set. But
Right.
really, I mean, I just love how Tom's playing has married up against the acoustic
nice.
guitar as the main harmonic instrument. Because the acoustic's big and full, but just his lead playing, and I don't,
he's
you know,
brilliant.
yeah, you've seen him play
Yeah.
solo, and he plays with Bobby Blackhat. I mean, he's a phenomenal musician.
How'd you get him? Did he
you
just
know,
fall in love with your sound? Or?
so we went to him
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, out of everybody in this area, we're really interested in you." And we were kind of grateful that he was interested in the music enough to invest his time and energy
that's
into
great.
it. So, you know, we're an original band.
Right.
And, you know, I think that, too, is going out and playing kind of your typical gigs on the peninsula where you
Yeah.
have a 3-hour slot.
Sure.
You can't play 3 hours of original music. And I think sometimes I've had people come up to me and say, "Hey, you guys are a cover band, right?" And it's like, no, we're an original band.
Yeah.
Half of our set is original and half of our set is covers.
Yeah.
And-
Well, if they know you as the People Collection, say, yes, we are a cover band. We only cover James Wright songs.
Yeah. I like it.
Give them a taste
Yeah.
of their own stuff. But you know, I've seen your band perform a number of times, and I do like the way you interpret your own original music. It's very interesting, and it's a compelling experience to see you in person. I think people actually should be aware that it's June 2nd, I believe, that you're going to be at Paul's Deli in Williamsburg, right?
Yeah,
Over
right there in
Newtown.
Newtown. And that show starts at 10 o'clock.
So you know what? If you are somewhere near your calendar, you might want to mark that down. Mark that down, Jacob. We got to go. We're going to go. And by the way, if you're listening on the radio, you might not realize that we are also streaming live on Facebook right now. And even in a moment when we go to some commercials, Facebook will continue, and you'll get to see the madcap humor that happens in the studio when we're moving things around and trying to figure out what the next segment's going to be. But anyway, we are always available online as well. Tomorrow, the video of today will be posted. So if you hear something that you say, gosh, I wish they'd been on television, well, tomorrow we will be. And that is largely due to the magical production that we have here with Jacob Roberts is in here filming, and he's always behind the camera. You don't see what a talented man he is, but you see it tomorrow when you see his work, because he edits and colors and does all kinds of fabulous thinking and does great work. So thank you, Jacob, for being here. And thank you to Culture Fix, as always. We thank Steve and Jen and Shirley for really making it possible by being sponsors of this show.
Thank you.
So what are you going to play for us today?
So this I'm gonna go back to where it started. This is gonna be from my self-titled EP. So if any of your listeners use iTunes or Spotify or however they get their music, they
And that's
should.
your solo album that came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah, this came out in 2015.
Okay.
It's titled just my name, James Wright, and it's the James Wright self-titled EP.
That was before you started collecting people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm gonna play a song off of that record called "Authenticate."
Awesome, man. Thanks.
Don't you go around now telling everybody what you done. They'll just sit around and conjure up feelings of angst. The truth is they don't want to admit. They don't want to admit most of them have done the same. But is it right for you to hide? The party died when we showed up in a lame disguise. It feels so wrong to take all that we got and put on a show to pretend to be what we're not. They tell you it's the wrong way, this is not a one-way. Don't be afraid if you feel the need
to authenticate. Just stick to the script and tell them what they want to hear. God forbid you have an opinion or original thought. The truth is there are more like you. There are more like you out there too scared to talk. But is it right for you to hide? The party died when we showed up in a lame disguise. It feels so wrong, so wrong. Did it take all that we've got and put on a show to pretend to be what we're not? We tell you it's the wrong way. This is not a one-way. Don't be afraid if you feel the need to authenticate. Saying to go against the grain, but everything will be alright. It may feel the same to go against the grain, but everything will be alright. It may feel the same to go against the grain, but everything will be alright. It may feel the same to go against the grain, but every little thing just feels so wrong. So wrong. To take all that we've got, put on a show to pretend to be what we're not. To tell you it's the wrong way. This is not a one-way. Don't be afraid if you feel the need to. If you feel the need to. If you feel the need to authenticate.
Very nice.
Thank you.
And that even faded out altogether. How'd you make the harmonica and the guitar do that at the same time? That was a good trick.
I've done that a couple times.
I like it. Yeah, and that adds a lot, actually. That's nice. I like that. And that's a good song. I like what it says.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, early writing. It's funny as a songwriter how you start to write music early on and just kind of, you keep setting that bar.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose that song to play because I wanted to tell a story today. That song's about being genuine,
right?
Authenticating yourself, not coming to the party with the same disguise as everyone else.
Yeah.
Because we're all in kind of this costume party of life. Yeah. And I just like what the song says.
Yeah.
And,
I think you've always been pretty authentic. I've not seen you posing or doing any kind of
I appreciate that. I mean, I think even as artists, sometimes you can get, your door caught in the proverbial, door.
Well, the worst thing that can ever happen to a musician is when they start believing their own publicity. And there are a whole bunch of them out there that suffer from that syndrome.
Definitely. Definitely.
But I've never thought you were in that category. So we're going to take a little break, and we're going to run to a commercial. We will be right back in about 3 minutes. But as I said, we will stay live on Facebook. So if you have an interesting story that you want to share with the Facebook people while we readjust and listen to our sponsors, we will be right back. This is the new Super Sound Showcase sponsored by Culture Picks. All right, we are back with the new Super Sound Showcase, and I am your host, Robert Hodge, and our guest today is James Wright. James is the front man. Is that the right word to say?
Yeah, I'm a front man.
Or the impresario behind, or the mastermind.
I wouldn't go as far as mastermind.
The star of?
Well, we're very...
what do you want to be?
We're a collection.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I am the...
He's the curator of the people collection.
Yeah,
I like that.
It kind of started with me, so to speak. I mean, I am the primary songwriter.
Okay.
So.
I told him I was joking. I said, well, your band couldn't come, so today I'm going to call you the person collection. Anyway, I cracked myself up. It's a good thing. Anyway, we are going to hear 2 more songs from this wildly talented young man. What you got?
This next song is going to be off of the upcoming album.
Okay.
And this is called Laundry.
I'm sorry, it's called what?
Laundry.
Laundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe at my age, I'm just set in my ways. Made a religion from my wisdom in the feminine traits. But I met your type before. You gotta feed somebody for a poster with dramatic eyes. You're on a roller coaster, leave some guys for the ride. But that's not what I'm looking for. No, I don't wanna be just another show you crying on. Another guy for you to rely on. You wanna catch your fun, so don't hang on. It's a walk away from the premise this can work. The truth is, I don't do enough laundry to keep your makeup off my shirt. When I was younger, I was dumber, I would spring for the chase. No inhibition for decisions that I couldn't erase. But that's not who I am anymore. Love's a tricky algorithm I came to derive to replace the long division where I carry the lies. All I want is purity, void of insecurity. Why do you keep asking me if I'm sure, girl? I don't wanna be just another shoulder you cry on. Another guy for you to rely on. Don't wanna cry your fun, so don't hang on. As I walk away from the premise this can work. The truth is, I don't do enough laundry to keep your makeup off my shirt. Keep your makeup off my shirt. Keep your makeup off my. Think when I get older I don't wanna look back on my days. Wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, mighta gave you my name. I guess I should give in to your ways. Yeah, right. I don't wanna be just another show you cry on. Another guy for you to rely on. Don't wanna catch your fun, so don't hang on. As I walk away from the premise this can work. The truth is, I don't do enough laundry to keep your makeup off my. I don't wanna be another show you cry on. And I don't wanna be. Truth is, I don't do enough laundry to keep your makeup off my shirt. Keep your makeup off my shirt. Keep your makeup off my shirt.
I like that.
Oh, thank you so much.
I do. I like that. And I'll tell you, I'm particularly happy that you chose that as the second song, that we had stepped back in time to one of your early compositions, because holding those two side by side, look how you've evolved.
Yeah, I mean, that's
entirely a different song altogether, and very interesting development.
Yeah, different vibe.
Yeah.
And still I would say that the music genres we bring to the table are still a mixed bag.
Well, they are.
Generally people ask us what we are.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to really define that, but it's pop rock
Right.
But with certain songs, like the last song, kind of have more of an Americana vibe.
Right.
Or a Southern kind of feel.
I like, though, also, this is obviously not the first time you performed that, because that is a tongue twister of a lyric that you just delivered without any problem whatsoever.
Well,
There are a lot of, not many people will be able to pull that off, so make it a hit for yourself and then watch everybody try to imitate it, because that's not easy, what you just did.
well, it's a fun song to play. I enjoy
bet.
playing it, yeah.
I bet.
And as a band, man, they really bring it home.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. Well, June 2nd at Paul's Deli. We'll look forward to hearing that. I think I might be able to get myself over there that night, so let's
Ooh.
try. So you go ahead and give us your next tune. What do you got?
Yeah, so the next song kind of points back, also going to come from it's going to be on the upcoming record. If I can get normal words out right, I can spit out a bunch of lyrics in a
I
song.
hope I didn't jinx you.
When it comes to talking, I can't talk. So
Yeah?
this next song is
You're
also
not
going
from
to be...
Philadelphia, are you?
No. I'm from right here.
All
I
right.
actually grew up in Hampton.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. This next song kind of goes back to that Americana kind of vibe, and this is called How Ironic, Song on the Radio.
Okay.
Must have been a size he thought were heaven sent. The way he took the reins of your subconsciousness. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time you fell for that. You always say it's love, you claim will be the last. But when it falls apart, you swear he's coming back. No, it wouldn't be the first time you fell for that. You keep reliving the same bad dream and split out like a song, like a song, like a song on the radio. Tapped out, 'cause it's always a scenario. You won't succeed doing the same old thing. Yeah. Split out like a song, like a song, like a song on the radio. It must have been the call you said you needed me. Asked me to stay the night to keep you company. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time I fell for that. I held you when you cried, you said you felt at home. So when this settles down, we'll find out where this goes. No, it wouldn't be the first time I fell for that. I keep reliving the same bad dream and split out like a song, like a song, like a song on the radio. Tapped out, 'cause it's always a scenario. We won't succeed doing the same old thing. Yeah. Split out like a song, like a song, like a song on the radio. Round and around and around you go, and I keep chasing you around and around and around you go, and I keep chasing you around and around and around you go, and I keep chasing you around and around and around you go, and I keep chasing you around like a song on the radio, 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 like a song on the radio. Split out like a song, like a song, like a song on the radio. Tapped out, 'cause it's always a scenario. We won't succeed doing the same old thing. Yeah. Split out
Now, magically, since we've had its broadcast premiere, it is indeed a song on the radio.
Hey, I like it.
I like it. Your wish has become truth now. It is indeed a song on the radio. So, James Wright, I've had a marvelous time having you here. I like your music so much.
Same, Robert. I am a fan of the show. I'm a fan of you.
Well, thank you.
So thanks for doing this for local music.
Well, you know what? It's my pleasure, and I say it all the time, that I just love that I can call up my friends and my favorite musicians and have them come in here and just do a little private show for me. That's like the greatest luxury I've ever had. So, by all means, thank you for being here. Thank you to Culture Fix. Thank you to Jacob Roberts, our wonderful producer. And I thank all my friends that are listening, because this is indeed a great treat for me. And I will be back next week. We will have another great musical artist in here, and I'm not even going to tell you who it is. I just like to build up the suspense. But it will be a marvelous show. It's somebody that I met at the Marcus King show the other night. So wait till you hear this. So go see the People Collection at Paul's Deli. I'm getting all tongue-tied. I think I expire after 25 minutes. So go see the People Collection at Paul's Deli on June 2nd at 10 p.m. And if you need more details about them, where can they find you online?
They can find us at thepeoplecollectionmusic.com or on Facebook at The People Collection Music.
All right. We are going back to the music you love. I got a great big hit from Diana Ross coming right up now.